Hello everyone, my name is Elijah and today we will discuss about one of the interesting topic which is fighting for the rights of the voice of domestic workers and all the domestic workers or migrant domestic workers here in the UK. And I'm with Zoe today and she will discuss about this topic. Hello Zoe, how are you?
I am fine.
That's great, Joy. And we are very excited to hear the stories of your colleague as well about fighting for the rights and what they have experienced. So today,
Yeah,
Joy, let's start.
yeah. Standing up for the rights. They have survived some of the hardest treatment that a worker and a human can experience. Their resilience, care, and love have kept them through a long, bittersweet journey. Now, having escaped their employer in the UK, they have taken this strength within themselves and fight for their dignity and rights, which should have always been respected and protected. The journey has not been easy, but they have found each other and worked hard for a better reality to come. For them, for all their fellow domestic workers, they protect and help one another. They are stronger together. Um, Fighting for migrant domestic workers' rights. I'm so blessed, or we are so blessed that the voice of domestic workers is always there to help us to fight for our rights as a domestic workers. Here is one of the story of my colleague named Cecil. My name is Cecil. I'm married with one child. The reason I work abroad is that they diagnosed my father as a stage 4 cancer patient, and the doctor said he needs to undergo an operation. I went to work abroad. I chose Saudi Arabia because it is the country where you need not spend too much money and no placement fee. In the contract, they said I have a rest day, free accommodation, food, medical, and personal needs. My first day of work, I am shocked because the house is so big and I'm the only one working there as a domestic worker. I woke up 10 in the morning and sleep at 3 in the morning. I work over hours without a proper meal. I only eat a piece of bread every day. After a week, I told my employer I want to go back to the agency, but he did not allow me to go. I continued working up to 3 months with my own expenses for my food, and they deducted 200 reals from my salary for my basic needs for the last 5 months. One day, I discussed for my rights regarding the 200 deduction in my 5 months, which should supply my basic needs, but she never did. I survived and stayed with them up to 1 year and 2 months. And suddenly, they sent me to the Philippines, even though I did not I did not finish my 2 years contract because they cannot afford to give a salary for their worker. When I went back to the Philippines, I filed a case to my first employer. The case ran 8 months and I won the case. They needed to pay me 280,000 pesos, but the agency apologized to me and asked me to lower it down to 180 pesos. The money that was paid to me was used to take back my rice bill that I spent during my application going abroad. In 2006, I decided again to go abroad because I want to build my house, a future for my son, and to support my father's medication. I went to Doha, Qatar. After 4 days staying with my employer, I experienced maltreatment from my employer's mom. She pulled my hair, gripped my wrist, and dragged me to the toilet with no reason, no day off, no rest, and we work over hours. Because of the hard work and the maltreatment, I told my employer to send me back to the Philippines. But she said no. She told me we were going to London, United Kingdom. I don't have an option because all my documents are with them. I thought I will be happy here in London as they promised me before we left Qatar. Unfortunately, it was the same experience and they did not provide my basic needs. So I escaped and give to our God my faith that He will guide and protect whatever my plans. My path brought me to the Voice of Domestic Workers, and they support me all the times. Now, I am working as a domestic worker with a good employer, and they treated me as a part of their family. I work 5 days a week and 2 days off. I work at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., including the 1 hour break with tea time and lunch break. They also pay my national insurance and tax. Domestic worker is a decent work because we provide a money, we work hard for the money for the better future of our family back home in Philippines.
And Joy, saying this about fighting the rights, may you discuss this because it's very interesting.
Sure. Um, this is our rights that we make sure that our employers must give to us. Breaks, tax, national insurance, pension, annual leave, and holidays. Here I put so the definition of domestic workers. How hard a domestic workers they are so they work too much, like washing, cooking, cleaning, sometimes they driving, and domestic workers is a superwoman because they can do all the works.
Great. So thank you very much, Joy. And I think you gave us an idea about standing up for the rights. And thank you so much for today. And we really appreciate your story and the story that you have shared about Cecil. And thank you very much once again, Joy. And we are inviting everyone, if they are interested to get or read more about the stories of the Voice of Domestic Workers called Our Journey. So they can just purchase through the info at the voice of domestic workers.com. This is the email, and the website it's www.thevoiceofdomesticworkers.com. Thank you very much.